Welcome back, Baku Crew, and any new viewers browsing. I am BakuBrad96, and today I will be unboxing the Bakugan Geogan Rising, R-List Centurion, and Aqua Swarmer Brawler pack. As some of you know, I've been waiting to unbox this set as sort of a finale video for my Ultimate Viloch series. The only reason being R-List Swarmer is the native faction for Swarmer, and Swarmer is part of the Viloch combiner model. So if that's something you would like to see, stick around after the unboxing video. But for now, let's go ahead and get right into this set. Because besides Aqua Swarmer, there are a ton of awesome Bakugan in here. Just on the front, you can see we have the R-List Centurion up top. He's opened. That looks like Ninjaton, Darkus, Jetra, and Chaos Krakenoid. I think it's kind of funny you actually have the artwork of Ninjaton on the cover instead of Centurion, but that's okay. On the back you see them all opened, but I will go ahead, get all these awesome Bakugan unboxed. Okay, after cutting the ridiculous amount of time it took to unbox that set, I am back and now we can actually review the Bakugan. So starting out, we will actually take a look at the Bakugan and save the Geogan for last. Starting with Chaos Krakenoid, it comes with a Helix core and a Green Fist core, B power of 400, 6 damage, and if it lands on a Helix, it gets plus 300 B power. So using the plus 600 minus 3, you could have 1300 B power with 3 damage, so that's not too bad at all. There are definitely better options, and you can stack with the upcoming new mechanics. I am referring to the Nanogon. I am looking very forward to that gameplay mechanic in the future, but for now, that's not bad itself. 1 second, I will grab a gate card from the side here, just so we can review. Here is the Chaos Krakenoid. I gotta say, I honestly like the paint job more than the Aquas, just being they painted the interior with the gray coloring. I really like that. It almost makes it look kind of frost-like, but a very nice detailed job. Very good. Moving along, we have the Darkus Jetra, which Jetra was already a very cool Bakugan in my opinion. I did review it in Pyrus, but now I have it in my favorite faction, which is Darkus, which is super cool. So it has a magic shield and a orange shield core, B power of 400, 6 damage, and it has built-in reroll. That is very nice and very strong. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm definitely going to deck build with this. Probably gonna switch up my mono Darkus deck and bring you all an update with this this new Bakugan, because that is very nice. Go ahead and take a look. Here we are. Oh, I like the white in there. That is really cool. That was unexpected, actually. Oh, and even the interior is painted. Wow, good job. Spin Master and Bakugan are really designing these Bakugan and producing them very well. The attention to detail is really nice. Even line work on a wide distribution scale. Very good. Cannot knock it. This game just keeps getting better and better, I must say. But third, we have the R-List Ninjaton. It is double blue or magic shield. Again, super strong. B power of 606 damage. We have seen that quite a bit amongst Geogan Rising. I am thinking, of course, of Chaos Nelius core. But yeah, this is really good. And I think, almost the Krakenoid as well. But yeah, really good spread as far as B power and damage is concerned, and double blue shield is really strong too. It's a shame R-List doesn't get more support. I'm hoping though. And here we have R-List Ninjaton. Take a look again, excellent paint job, good line work, no mess ups at all. See if we can't, there we go. Zoom in there, very nice. I'm surprised at the attention to detail, I really am. But moving on into R-List Centurion. Energy cost of 3 for an 800 B power, 5 damage, and Victor, draw 3. So this would be very good in a quick draw or any kind of drawing strategy. Personally, looking at my decks, I do have the Aquas draw deck that I just previewed shortly ago. So this would fit if I decided to add Arliss into it. Not bad. The B power is kind of low though, unfortunately. But at least the Geogan can land on the core you want, so that could help. And here is our Arliss. It does have some manual parts, being these bottom little legs. There we go. And now last, and what I've been waiting on, probably my favorite out of the entire set, other than Darkest Jetra, of course, that one's awesome. But it is Aqua Swarmer, energy cost of 2, which is really, really good. B power of 600, 9 damage, I really like that. And built-in reroll, which I've talked about it before, but reroll on Geogan is just completely ridiculous because they're already really easy to land on the core you want. But when you're able to reroll and land on a different core depending on the situation, it is just really awesome, honestly, and really good for the game. So yeah, just nothing else to say. Was really surprised by those stats. The B power is low, but with everything considered, you can certainly work around it. And here is Aqua Swarmer. Finally, all of the native factions of the Geogan for Ultimate Viloch are complete in my collection, but that's for later. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the action cards we have, the gate cards, and the Baku core. I should have probably started with these first, but I was super excited about what Bakugan came in the set. I don't think any of these gate cards are new to my unboxings at least, so you've probably all seen them out and about. We'll just set these aside. Believe it or not, I do collect them. I don't know why, but I do have quite a stack, and those are just the spare. Those are all the gate cards that are actually unique, and I have one of because I felt the need to collect them. So yeah, they definitely add up very fast. But now on to the Baku core. We have a Green Fist, plus 150 B power and plus 2 damage. A Blue Shield, plus 600 B power. Orange Shield, Aquas and Pyrus Bakugan get plus 400, not bad to see. I like that one. A minus 500 B power Magic Shield, or Blue Shield. Oh, actually double minus 500, wow, okay. That's interesting. And then finally we have a plus 500 B power and minus 1 damage Helix. And that'll do for the Baku core. On to the Baku action cards. We have a Echo Search. It is a Aquas and Chaos dual faction card. 1 energy to scan, draw 1, and scan again. I have used this card quite a bit. Now I do have a round out 3 set. I don't know if that'll impact the deck building. I certainly won't go do an update, but I might. Not anytime soon, though. After that, I have a Leg Lance Attack, 5 energy for plus 1400 B power. We do have this at a 1 of in the card collection. Now I have 2. That certainly makes it worth running because you have it more consistently in a deck. Again, options, but I don't think I'll be working with Aquas and Chaos, at least in the few days. I definitely want to do more than just deck profiles. But, this does give us options because now we are getting more cards. Shadow Slicer, 2 energy for plus 400 B power, and Scan. Again, a very good Darkest card that we do have 2 of, but now this makes 3. I guess it just makes the ability to build decks that are more consistent. I'm not gonna argue at all. Just makes the content better in the future. Following that is a Pyrus Torchhorns, 6 energy for plus 1000 B power, and Double Strike. Again, a card we only had 1 of in the collection, so now we have 2. Definitely helping consistency with this pack as far as my collection is concerned. And a card that I'm happy to see because it's new, and I absolutely love to see new cards. Glorious Charge, 5 energy for plus 900 B power and plus 9 damage. It is a Darkest and Chaos dual faction card, and Chaos and Darkest are probably my favorite factions. I do like Arliss, it is growing on me, but for now, Darkest and Chaos definitely. So yeah, very cool that I get a card for those factions that's very decent. Yeah, really nice. And the artwork, Ghost Beast hitting Falcron, really cool. With that amazing unboxing complete and wrapped up, we can now go into the Ultimate Viloch special and the finale of the Ultimate Viloch series week. Today we will be taking a look at all of the native faction Geogan for Ultimate Viloch and going ahead and assembling the model. Before we assemble the model, we will compare the R-list versions that came out in the standalone set to their native factions that can be found and purchased in either single sets or Brawler pack sets. So let's go ahead and start. We will take a look at the native faction versions first. Starting off with Ventus Insectra. It has an energy cost of 3 with a B power of 1400. 1 damage. If it lands on a Helix, you get plus 400 B power and plus 4 more damage. It does have the Victor Team Attack ability as well. Next up is Pyrus Amfrog. 4 energy for a B power of 1800, 6 damage, and it does have the Victor Team Attack built in also. Following that is the newly acquired Aqua Swarmer, 2 energy for a B power of 600, 9 damage, and built-in reroll. Chaos Skyhorse, 4 energy for a B power of 1500, 5 damage. If it lands on a green fist, you get plus 700 B power, and Victor Team Attack built in. Second to last, Darkest Ghost Beast, 7 energy for a B power of 3000, 5 damage, and built-in reroll. Last up is, of course, Arliss Babadrill. It doesn't have anything compared to because Arliss is his native faction, and as of right now, the standalone Ultimate Viloch Combiner set was the only way to acquire Babadrill. He has a energy cost of 4, B power of 1700, 3 damage. If he lands on an orange shield, you get Double Strike, and if you land on a blue shield or magic shield, you get plus 500 B power. Very good. Now I know I have reviewed these quite a bit. I believe this is the 5th or 6th day going over the Arliss Geogan for Ultimate Viloch, but I feel it necessary to go over one more time. We will compare though. So the Arliss Insectra has an energy cost of 1, a B power of 1200, and 2 damage, with built-in reroll. Even though it is quicker and does have the reroll ability, it is much weaker than its native faction counterpart, given the fact that its counterpart, or the native faction, which is the original, does have the Victor Team Attack ability, which is very strong. I've said it before, that has got to be game-changing in my opinion, as well as it does have a Helix buff bonus, which the other one really lacks. You know, I feel the trend is going to be the native factions are going to be stronger, but going forward we will see. Next up, we're going to take a look at Amfrog. So Arliss Amfrog has an energy cost of 4, so at least they have the same energy cost. A B power of 1400, weaker, and 6 damage, so they are tied on damage as well. Where the Arliss Amfrog lacks the Victor team attack, it does get some core buffs here. If it lands on a green fist, it gets Shadow Strike, and if it lands on a Flaming Fist or a red fist, it does get plus 500 B power. So even though the Pyrus Amfrog does have the team attack ability and higher B power, I would argue the Arliss Amfrog is slightly better, just because on red fist, it can get to 1150. As well as Green Fist as Shadow Strike, so it can't be reduced. It could be competitively more viable, but again, the Arliss faction hurts. It doesn't have much support. So I might still lean for the Pyrus. Not sure on this one. These are actually kind of close. I guess it depends on if you want to go core strategy or that Victor team attack strategy. After that, we will take a look at Swarmer. So the Arliss Swarmer has the same energy cost of 2, a B power of 1100, 4 damage. If it lands on a green fist, it gets plus 3 damage. If it lands on an orange shield, it gets plus 300 B power, and it has the built-in Victor team attack. So on this one, the Arliss wins hands down, as it just has way more usage. You can use it in definitely many more strategies, as is the Aqua Swarmer is kind of just a vanilla Aquas. You can throw it in any strategy type, at least that's how I see it. The built-in reroll is nice and it has a huge damage stat. Again, really good in damage decks, but overall you definitely have more play options with the Arliss Swarmer. Personally, though, I gotta say having them all in their native factions is more important to me for collection purposes than playability. After all, I have just spent all week looking at the playability of all of the Arliss Viloch set. So now it's time to appreciate the show, or the anime. Moving on, though, we have the Arliss Skyhorse. Way more energy than its native faction counterpart. 7 energy, a B power of 2200, so it has quite a bit more B power, and 15 damage, again, quite a bit more damage as well. The Arliss Skyhorse, definitely you want to close out games with. The Chaos Skyhorse is more used in, mid-game or early game, depending on the strategy. So again, iffy, but I would say the Skyhorse is better just because it's lower cost. It does have the built-in Victor team attack ability and a Green Fist buff as well. Finally, though, is Ghost Beast. So Arliss Ghost Beast is less energy at 5, B power of 1800 and 7 damage. More damage but less B power, understandably why. It does have the Helix plus 600 B power and minus 3 damage buff. The Darkest Ghost Beast is just amazing because of that B power and built-in reroll. The Arliss Ghost Beast is more practical as far as playability, but there are some strategies, in fact, I want to look into using Darkest Ghost Beast just because of how ridiculous it is. But there they are. And then, of course, the one Geogan we cannot compare. We have Bobbadrill, 4 energy, B power 1700, 3 damage. Orange shield, you get double strike, and a magic shield, you get plus 500 B power. Now, the amazing part that I have been waiting for. We are going to build the model. Starting with, of course, the main piece. We have the Arliss Viloch. And then the Arliss Bobbadrill, you simply flip up the peg. After that, the Insectra. Close in the head. Flip down the peg. Lock the wings in reverse. Lock the tail back. And then it clicks into the back peg, like so. Next we will work on the legs. So for the Pyrus Amfrog, you want all of those sides closed in, head down, peg out. Then we're going to extend this side for the leg and foot. And it goes right here. Moving on to the Aqua Swarmer, which very happy this is what completed the set and made today's video possible. So shout out to it as a standalone. We're going to clip out this foot here, and then everything else folds in. And then we have a peg that we use to click it in the back here. There we go. Clicks in just like that. Moving on to the last set of legs. The Chaos Skyhorse is very easy as well. You simply fold in the head, put the wings down, fold out the foot, and peg. Probably the easiest out of all of them. Second to Ghost Beast, which is even easier. You simply fold out the foot and peg. You don't even have to open it or close anything at all. And it locks into the final peg hole. Well, it should, but that time it did not want to, or that time I am failing on camera. There we go. And let's move the other Geogan out of the way. Here we have it for the channel. I do believe I am the first BakuTuber, but I'm not sure, so don't quote me. But the first BakuTuber to assemble Ultimate Viloch for his or her channel in all of its native factions. What an amazing collectible. Again, very excited. What an amazing set. Just an amazing group of Bakugan. The fact that they brought back the model idea is just really stellar. Very happy about having it completed. Very, very nice. Unfortunately, TCG-wise, it's not playable because it's way too many factions. I gotta say, it is a lot cooler than the all-Arless set. The Arless set is cool for its own reasons. Just being able to play it TCG-wise is huge. It's important. That's going to appeal to a lot of players and people and fans of the game, as well as the product. But personally, having it anime or show accurate is really cool. So yeah, I just really need to have it completed. I will probably have it as decor on the channel going forward because, I don't know, kind of like a flex, I suppose, little nerd flex. But thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the unboxing. I hope you enjoyed the finale to the Ultimate Viloch series. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and make sure you ring the bell because I don't want anyone to miss upcoming unboxings I have planned for the channel. Take a look. See you next time, and remember, Bakugan Brawl!